And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. It's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's Cousins. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Cousins able to connect with Treadwell for a Minnesota first. Just the first quarter, the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all offseason about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LeSean McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I remember first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. He's going to sling this, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings! Kyle Rudolph, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got him, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On play action, Allen. being chased out left. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He will push his way down to about the 14. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's Allen to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And now out comes Minnesota. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start the drive with Cook. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Of course, last year, you think about Dalvin Cook's injury in Week 4 with a torn ACL, just hoping that he can stay healthy in 2018.
And if so, we'll see plenty of runs that will be big time in 2018. Because in 2017, he took over the starting running back job as a rookie and was off to a terrific start. In fact, if you ask people in the Minnesota Vikings organization, they were giddy at the fact that they were able to get him outside of the first round and plug him into the lineup. They expect him to be big time in this season.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Cousins now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Hey, 382, listen.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On third down, Cousins. Now he's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at it.
And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And Anthony Barr just has it all as far as I'm concerned in terms of physique, athletic ability, and now he's versatile as well. When he came out of UCLA, he played outside linebacker, but also down defensive end. The Vikings can utilize the same sort of skills.
Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They go play action here on first down. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
38 yards on the scamper there.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want the left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Play fake. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. picked off by Matthias Farley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Hauschka with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Cousins. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Rhino! Where's the hot?
Play action now. Cousins going deep for Diggs. He's got him in. Complete. And that one results in 35 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Cousins giving this Vikings offense a bit of a spark early on in his tenure in purple, as his guys have it 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Cousins again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Black. Yellow. What's that?
To the air again, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 7, but still well short here with 4th and goal looming. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Allen from the gun on third down. Got his man, Isaiah Crowell. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LeSean McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Allen going to throw. Runs through the contact. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
Allen hit, he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They pitch it out to Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Second down, Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hey,
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's Sherrills. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, flipper.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And the Bills getting set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They go play action. Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, here's Cousins. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A first run for the backup Abdullah. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Well, let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A handoff to Abdullah. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Wide.
Now Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
Leopard!
On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
No. Check. Patriot!
They start the drive with Abdullah. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They go with Abdullah again. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Now, that's a decent amount of aggressiveness right there. Inside their own 10-yard line, they still run the toss, even though they know that that can be a little bit of a dangerous play, and it pays off pretty well with a nice run.
The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
as we near the end of the game. That was a really nice run as the 2-minute warning begins to loom.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Abdullah. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
No. Check. Patriot.
Again, it's Abdullah. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Black.
Now a give. This is Abdullah. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Here we go.
And Charles